Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome to my loot video from 100,000 Christmas wrapping paper. If you've not seen my video with the Santa's Grotto promo, which got the majority of this paper, it is linked in the top corner of this video. And we'll pretty much get in and find out the loot and how much XP and loot you're going to get from the wrapping paper. So just so you know about this event, the event will stop giving out wrapping paper on January the 15th. And you have up until January the 29th to hand in all your wrapping paper. So you've still got plenty of time to keep skilling, another 2 weeks to make sure that you have the best chance of getting any form of loot. But from this video, I'm hoping to show that it's definitely worth doing just for pure cash, as well as XP, lamps and 4 stars as well. So you've also still got the chance to get your daily gift from Posty Pete until the 15th as well. So make sure you're doing that every day to give yourself the best chance of getting a free Aurora die. So in terms of this loot video, the bonus will be the Aurora die, but I want to show how much you'll make in terms of GP and how much free XP you'll get as well. So let's loot from 100,000 wrapping paper, which will result in 500 presents, because it's 200 wrapping paper per present. So let's see if we get lucky. Right, so let's hop out of this view and get to taking the loot. So let's see if we get some gold presents, which is the guaranteed die. That will be brilliant, and we are going to get our free daily gift, which is a blue present, and going to exchange all the wrapping paper, and we do not get a gold present. We get 25 purples, which isn't bad, and we get the rest split between the blue and the white presents. Now, I am going to loot the blue presents by accident. I thought they were the worst because they came into the info first, but that was just because I got the blue presents as a loot from first. So what we're going to do as well, for full clarity on what we're going to do in terms of XP, I'm going to reset my XP counter for total XP, which will track all the lamps. All my bonus stars are going to go into prayer, and we're going to start at roughly about 2.2 mil bonus XP on prayer. Now, some of the comments or some of the chats I got from the previous episode is why am I putting stars and lamps into cooking. Basically, in terms of the 120s I've got left, cooking is probably one of the slowest because apart from doing wines, which is just way too much money, it's very, very slow because you're limited to what you can cook. And yeah, and the proteins have become available for cooking, but I think it's a bit of a waste compared to the rune crafting stuff. But yeah, and bonus XP is going into prayer just because prayer is so expensive as well. And hopefully that will reduce it as I go to 120. So in terms of the blue presents, you'll get medium lamps, which are actually decent XP, medium cash bags, which were surprisingly good as well. And as well as all the other Christmas junk as well. But all I'll be doing is just chucking it in the bank and then coming towards the end and just give you an update on what we got looted. So I'll skip all the boring loots now, and I'll come back with each of the end of the presents and just update on what we've got in terms of the loot and the XP as well. So this really was a slog. Looting about 250 presents in one big go was a lot longer than what I thought it was. And so some points from the blue presents, the XP from the medium lamps really do stack up, but what I was more surprised about was just the sheer cash you got from the cash bags. 12 mil just from medium cash bags just from doing this, and it's quite easy to do 100k wrapping paper just by AFKing. On the noob account we're currently up to 140k wrapping paper, and I'm hoping before the event ends as well we'll get up to 200k, so we'll have a full 1k loot to go from as well. The Aurora die at the minute has got quite low, it's about 700 mil, but I think it'll be something just for the time being. It's very similar to the ice die and it looks quite similar as well, and the ice die is currently over max, so I don't think people will go for the ice die when the Aurora die is only 700 mil. So once it's out of promotion and no more coming into circulation, I definitely think it will go back up. So if I do get one, I'll just hold it for the time being. You can actually get the die from the smaller presents, so all 3 I've got in my info can do the die, but it's a lot rarer as well. It doesn't mean you're not seeing the clips on like Twitter and stuff of people looking and getting a die from a white present, because you will see that. But in case of our blue presents, we aren't that lucky, so we've not done too bad at all. And we're actually going to approach somewhere near 15 mil just pure cash from this, which when doing the Christmas present, I never expected the cash to be a factor. I just thought you'd get a couple of cash bags and maybe make a mil or two, but 15 mil. Obviously the cash bags do scale to your total level, so I am maxed. And that's why the cash bags will be a bit higher than normal accounts, but especially on the noob as well, quite interested to see how much pure cash we'll gain as well. But now it's time for the white presents. We've gained 2 mil for cooking XP, and we've also gained roughly about 2.7 mil prayer XP bonus as well, which will save us quite a lot as D-bones are just stupidly high at the minute as well. So yeah, let's go and get on with the white presents, 5k oddments as well from the blue, and let's see what the white's got stored. So coming to the end of the white presents, and that was even worse than the blue presents. It was a real slog. The white presents are pretty much trash. You're only really looking for the oddments, but the small cash bags and the small lamps and the small stars, they do add up, but again, they're just so minute and not really worth the time, but I made sure to loot them all anyway. If you want a bit of a tip, you can destroy the cash bags as well, and it gives you an option to destroy all if you want to. But then again, it can be quite counterintuitive. But all the lamps still going on cooking, and all the stars still going on prayer. But we pretty much made just over $1 million cash, so it was worth doing. I'll be interested to see how good it is on the lesser total account, on the noob. But we are finally putting the last of the stars onto prayer, and we've also finished the XP as well from cooking. But just over $1 million cash, which wasn't too bad. It was definitely worth the time, I guess. So 24 presents. I did loot one by accident, but I didn't get too much. So let's see what we're going to get from these 24 presents. So there is a chance for the Aurora die. There's a couple of other cosmetics as well, but because this event has been spammed, they're not very high. So basically it's Aurora die or bust. A 5 mil would be nice, but the lamps will also be very good XP as well. So there we go. So just going with your normal stuff, just spam of the lamps, and then we actually get 5 mil GP as well, which, to be fair, apart from the die, is probably best case scenario. The purples as well will sort of spam the oddments. The oddments will be really nice for this because it'll give us more chance to spin on other promotions. And any other promotions as well, which are definitely worth our time, are always worth putting the oddments in. Here are the Christmas rares. They won't go for this price. I'll be surprised if I get a third of that because they're just so low. And because it's the end of Christmas, no one really wants them. So bang the XP on prayer. We're on some big boy lamps now, so we're definitely going to get a lot more XP. And time to spam the last of the presents. So we got another parasol there, pretty much useless. So going for the rest, and for the last one, we get another scythe. So yeah, all done. We didn't get the die, which, you know, is a bit sad. We'll definitely have enough wrapping paper by the 15th to be able to have another go at another 100k. So that will definitely be another loot video as well. And I just wanted to say by the end of this video, thank you for all the likes and comments and all the views on the previous videos for this month. December was beyond what I could have imagined it being in terms of views. We went pretty hard on the content, but that was mainly because I was quite inactive for a couple of months prior, so I did have the clips. But in terms of the new year, I want to make sure to keep up this level of content coming out, and hopefully content you guys enjoy. So if you have really enjoyed this content or any content over Christmas, just let me know in that comment, and I can make sure to keep bringing it out as well. But that's pretty much what we need. So we've got 11k oddments, 3.3k cooking XP, and we worked out to be roughly about 4 mil bonus XP in prayer as well, which will actually save a fair bit. I've got some prayer brawlers, so that'll definitely be a video I can do on how much XP I get. But in terms of as an event, it was definitely worth doing, because I never thought 1k, 100k wrapping paper would have made this much. And in terms of doing it on a noob account as well, it would be very good for account progression as well. But what I would say is, do not buy spins with bonds or real life cash. It's definitely not worth it because the money's not there, especially when they give you a chance to earn it through the game. Definitely just AFK an account. On the noob, all I've been doing is pretty much AFK arc, and I've just made about 150k wrapping paper from it as well. I'll do a looting video from that because the total level will really dictate how good of a loot it is, but you can definitely do it without by just playing the game, and I've pretty much got to 91 arc just through getting wrapping paper. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. We're definitely coming with more content in January. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll come back with another wrapping paper video in 2 weeks. And just remember, January 15th is the last day you'll earn wrapping paper, and the 29th is the last day you can hand it in. But I'll see you guys in the next video.